Hey everyone, Lane here from Maker's Lane. In my last videos on the barn renovation, I worked on putting new posts up, or better yet, replacing the posts that were already here. And then also, I worked on getting the lighting in here, and as you can see, it looks basically like daylight. So this is part 3 of my barn renovation series. So now becomes the fun part where I get to demolish all these old horse stalls, and then also I'm going to grade the 2 sides here that are still covered in dirt, and then we are going to pour cement so that I am ready to start framing and insulation. So this video is basically going to be demolition and finishing the concrete in the barn. The actual first thing I'm going to need to do, I got a couple things stored over here. I'm going to need to clear everything out basically so that I can just come through here and just demolish everything. The only thing that's going to stay are the 4 posts that are sitting here and basically the outside walls. Everything else that you see here is going to get torn out and made basically a clean slate so that we can pour the 2 sides here. So let's get started by cleaning up a little bit. Okay, now that I got everything that I want to keep out of here, it's time for a fire sale. Everything must go. So yeah, that wasn't supposed to happen, but actually I'm kind of glad it did because it kind of made me realize something. So this right here, I don't know how well you can tell, but it goes down pretty far. Like it's like a pretty big drop right here. The reason for me saying that is because of that drop out there, and it's kind of wet in the back part of this property here. There's no way to get a vehicle up and down through here. In saying that, I actually think, so I was gonna put a garage door right about here,
instead, I think I'm gonna put 2 windows kind of looking out that way. So then I'll just board all this back up. I might put a man door here or here or something, or right in the middle, but I don't think I'm gonna put a garage door. So I think I'm just gonna do a garage door here and then like a man door or something, and that's it. So that should save some money. I really don't know if that'll save me money because the windows are gonna be pretty expensive to put in here. But I did go ahead and grade these sides out. So these are now all 4 inches below the concrete here. So I'm gonna pour a 4-inch slab here, and it'll go all the way from that corner, and I also gotta fill that in, but it'll all go all the way from that corner all the way to up here. And then over here on this side, I will also do the same thing, except I will stop right about maybe here, because I'm going to make that into a bathroom, and that will be in a future episode. But what's nice about this barn is I already have water out here, so all I have to do is make a septic system. I'm thinking, and I don't know if this will happen or not, but I'm thinking I will make this a full bath. So once this is all insulated and everything, this will basically be like a mother-in-law suite, because it'll be heated and cooled. It'll have a bathroom. It'll technically, so this part over here is actually going to be my like office area. So this will be like a clean room over in this area. I'll have like a door here, and then like that'll be the bathroom. So basically that part over there will be like boxed in, and then this part over here will be all clean, and actually all of this will be open up here. Anyways, in saying that, it'll have a bathroom, a closet, it'll be heated and cooled, and then, I mean, if you wanted to, you could put like a fridge and stove. That's what I think I'm gonna, or a fridge and stuff over here. But yeah, so it'll basically be like a mother-in-law suite. So yeah, now that I got the side graded, the next thing is to get the concrete company out here. The only thing I gotta do before that, basically I'm going to use the wall as the form, and then obviously it's going to be level with this. I have to screed it, so I'm going to make up this thing. I'll show you in a bit, but basically I'm gonna run a 2x4 here, and then it'll have a 2x4 going across, and then there'll be a little tiny piece of wood. And I'll show you once I do it. But yeah, the next thing is to get the concrete company out here and to pour these concretes. And I think that's it. I think that's all I'll do for this video. Then once I have the concrete done and everything, then I can start forming up the walls and boxing everything in. So the next thing we need to do is get those little skirt things done, and then we can pour the concrete. All right, so it's been a couple days. I've actually had a chance to form everything up. Really nothing special outside of prepping for any other type of cement pour. Just a little bit of a difference. This board here, so because I'm not going all the way up to the wall, instead of like having to worry about getting this into the cement, there's a little bit of a gap between the wall here. So you kind of can see what I did. So I basically took this 2x4. This bottom surface here is actually flush with the ground over there. So as you can see, this board goes across and the bottom of it lines up here. I have this top board so that it can run on top of here, basically to make everything flush with that concrete over there. So that piece right there, I will be using for when I have to go here. That way I can butt this guy up against the wall, but for the most part, I want a little bit more over the edge here. So, like I said, everything's been formed up. I did leave this area here free because that is actually where I'm going to be putting the bathroom. So I still need to plumb all that in. So instead of pouring it and then having to dig up concrete or something like that, I am just going to leave it open like that. And then I'll go back and maybe I'll do it with some bags or whatever. But yeah, so tomorrow morning I am going to get a power buggy for moving the cement, because my door there is not big enough. If I tried to go in that door, because of the gradient and how there's like basically no room back there for a cement truck to turn around, and it's super wet all the time, can't go in through there. And the other reason is because out here, so yeah, you can see it right along here, right there to that right there, there is a power line, and right here where it would come across the driveway, basically the cement truck can't get under it. So from that point all the way to there, I'm gonna have to use like a buggy. It was really cheap to rent, but I mean, that's what it's for, is to move it. So tomorrow first thing, get the buggy, then the cement comes. I'm actually having my dad, one of his buddies, and another kid, they're all coming out to help me pour tomorrow. Special thanks to them. Randy McIntosh, I don't actually know the kid's name, and then my dad. I appreciate your guys' help. He actually helped me, so my dad actually helped me form that up. So again, thanks Dad for that help. I really appreciate it. So yeah, getting concrete tomorrow. All right, it's the next day. Let's go get the power buggy. Okay, so that's basically it for this one. The concrete's finished. I did go over it with a float and a trout just to clean up everything. It was done. I will also have to go through, spray it with a little bit of water so that way it doesn't dry too quickly. I learned my lesson in one of my previous videos where I built a fire table out of concrete and I let it dry too quickly and it got cracks on it. So I was told that you want to kind of like spray this down every once in a while to keep it from cracking. This was a fun project to do. I'm glad I finally did this. This took me several months to get done just because of timing and everything like that. All in all, so the concrete costs, I got 7 yards, it cost me $1,000. So it was a 30-foot by 7-foot and then a 25-foot by 7-foot. So roughly, I think it was 300 square feet or 350 square feet. I don't know. It came out to 7 yards, and that's how much I used. It was roughly $1,000. I ran the buggy from a local rental place. I think that ran me $160. So all in all, I'm out about maybe $1,200. Pour concrete in here. It's going to be a great benefit in the long run because, I mean, obviously I don't want to work on dirt floors, so this will give me a good working space. So yeah, this is video number 3 now in my barn renovation series. So, I mean, you saw I basically demolished all of it, and now I got concrete floors in. So the next big step is going to be put walls up, put electric in, then do insulation. I also am gonna have to do windows, figure out what I'm gonna do with this space here since I accidentally knocked the wall down. I'm pretty excited for the next couple of steps. It's actually starting to feel like it's coming together and might actually become a shop. So I did float it and use the trowel and everything, but I didn't really care too much about like how good it looks, so I didn't do a brush finish. Right now it's just gonna be smooth. I am gonna come back, and so this floor, the original floor here, it's got some cracks in it, and the edge wasn't perfectly straight down, and I didn't want to go through jackhammering it, and I kind of wanted to pour a floor anyway, so I'm actually going to go back and do an epoxy pour, so that will also be another one of my videos. So yeah, stay tuned for that. If you haven't seen the other two, make sure to go check those out. Hope you guys enjoyed everything. If you have any questions, just hit me up in the comments. Until next time, I'm Lane from Maker's Lane. You guys have a good one.